What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. This morning we went for a run and I had my boy Miko just film me for a little bit of the running we ran together. So it was pretty chill, but I'm like severely injured. My patella tendon underneath my knee is in a lot of pain, and that's because I took squatting way too far, way too fast, way too soon. And I have some plantar fasciitis in my foot that I need to work with as well. Yeah, it's been pretty rough with the running. Swimming has been pretty good so far. Like, I'm feeling good in the pool. I actually love swimming, especially for the recovery runs, but just dealing with injuries kind of sucks. You know, the gym we're still going hard in, but we can't squat anymore, unfortunately, which sucks because squatting is actually my favorite exercise to do, but it is what it is, right? There's not much what we can do. So for breakfast this morning, we have 1 cup of egg whites, and then on top of the 1 cup of egg whites, we have 3 whole eggs, and then we have right here some coffee. So I'm actually tracking my macros now. The last video you saw, a full day of eating, I was just freestyling it kind of on a bulk. Now I'm actually tracking macros because what I realized was I'm not training for a triathlon anymore. I'm not training for an Ironman. I'm not training for a certain endurance prep, and I don't want to get too fluffy, and I need to be able to be within a maintainable weight so that I don't get injured from the increased load that I'm doing in the gym, and that's on my body, which is included in all the running, because everything is connected and everything translates. So I'm tracking macros now. We got 1 whole cup of egg whites, 3 eggs, and the coffee over here. Usually I do black coffee, but I'm kind of on the creamers now. I don't know why. Yeah, lifts have been pretty good so far, like 315 for 2 on bench. At about a year ago from today, so when I was 19, I hit 315 for the first time, haven't gone for any bench PRs. So now we're back to our old strength with a 315 for 2, and we're gonna be looking to get pretty strong this winter as long as we can kind of maintain what we have going on right now, which is exciting in that part. I'm gonna eat these eggs, enjoy my coffee, and then go hit the gym. And we're gonna do some back today, a little bit of pull action, and then when I come home, I'm gonna go kind of explain to you guys how to stay shredded year round, and this works for anyone, so stay tuned for that. All right, so we are about to head to the gym right now. We got pump pre-workout and some glycerol powder. The pumps. Glycerol is like the best supplement that you can take, in my opinion, because this stuff basically just shuttles water into your muscles, helps give you like that extra, pump in the gym. You can hold on to more water, and like all of it goes into your muscle stores. So basically, if you drink it with like 16 ounces of water, glycerol is gonna, it's gonna give you a good pump for sure. That's definitely like one of the best subs you can take. And then for the pre-workout, we just have their essentials pre, so nothing crazy. There's like 200 milligrams of caffeine, L-citrulline, just basic pump stuff, some beta-alanine in there. So that's gonna be my stack for the gym, and we're gonna hit a nice back and bi session. So before I head to the gym, I actually just wanted to show you guys real quick. I just bought my first sports bike. So this is a Honda CBR 250R. It's the Repsol edition, so you can kind of see off the design here. It's just like a cooler looking version of the CBR, but all my uncles, they like ride motorbikes and race them, so kind of wanted me to get one. So this is the bike. Really stoked to kind of rip this to the gym and stuff. It's gonna be super fun in the summer. The weather is so nice right now and I want to ride so bad, but I don't have gear, insurance, or a license. I got a good deal on it, and this is my new toy. So yeah, if you're interested, that's what I'm gonna be whipping around in this summer. Winters here are pretty cold as well too, so I would imagine if you're on a bike in the freezing cold, that is not going to be optimal whatsoever, but I got a good deal and I'm stoked, so stoked to ride it. Like, now I can finally fit in with on my uncles. I'm just stoked if you couldn't tell. We'll see how my back is feeling in terms of doing deadlifts. I got up to 495, which is pretty good. My last PR was 500 pounds. So we're pretty much back up to strength with where I was when I was peak strength last year at 19. And we definitely want to push those numbers past where they were before I'm 21 in January. Can't let my 19-year-old self be stronger than my 20-year-old self. Now, obviously, we're doing the triathlon, all that type of training and stuff, so there's that as well. But, you know, we want to get stronger, and we're going to do it on a bulk, which we are bulking, but, you know, we're going to stay lean because we want to be shredded. We want to be lean. You know, no one wants to be overweight and, you know, put on an unnecessary amount of fat. So you can stay lean year round and do all these things no problem whatsoever. It's just about doing it the right way, which is what I'm going to talk about after this lift. You know, I went and I did like 475 like a week ago for a few reps, and like I feel like it just snapped my back, and I don't think I braced properly. So what ended up happening was I got set for the rep, braced myself, and I pulled a little bit too fast, and so my butt lifted a little bit before the rest of my body did, and I kind of tweaked my back a little bit just from like aggressively deadlifting a little bit too hard. So we're just resting that up, and I'm basically a walking hospital at this point with everything that's going on. So we're gonna take things a step back, progressively overload a little bit slower, rather than just jumping like straight into my previous PRs. That's kind of like the new strategy leading into it. I don't want to hurt myself. I want to stay healthy and maintained so I can get back into running pretty soon and hop into a marathon prep once we get some added strength and size. Meal timing has been super important. We want to make sure that we're hitting our meals on time when we're eating consistently in order to maintain the weight. You don't want like a significant fluctuation in weight, because if you have a significant fluctuation, what's going to end up happening is your strength patterns might be off because you'll have ate more or less on one day. And then if your weight is going up and down, you might be lighter or heavier some days, which might have you hold on to more temporary water weight, giving you that like watery film look that no one really likes or wants, and doesn't really look aesthetic either. So consistency on meal timing is just as important as being in the gym as well. All right, so we wrapped up the lift, a little bit of back and bicep action. Just getting inside now, and I gotta go make me some food. So I think I'm actually out of rice, which is kind of unfortunate. So post-workout meal is going to be literally just half a kg of beef. It's gonna be like basically like just over a pound of beef. So extra lean, it's gonna be 90 grams of protein. And I'm gonna literally just eat straight beef and probably have like one scoop away with that. So my whole meal will be 110 grams of protein. I actually just found out that I do have a little bit of rice left over, pre-made from the last couple meals that I had. So this tiny bit of rice that we have left over here, I'm gonna cook with the pound of beef. So I think this is about 250 grams of rice left. I'm gonna weigh it out and then weigh my beef out as well, so I can get like an accurate example, tell you guys how much I'm actually eating and consuming, because I am tracking calories now and macros. But yeah, we're gonna weigh this out, cook the beef, and then get it down our system. All right, so we got around 70 grams of carbs in this meal. 325 calories worth of rice, around 670 calories worth of beef. I mean, 90 grams of protein in this meal. I'm gonna have a protein shake after I eat all this. I just wanna get the food down first, rather than making myself feel satiated with the protein shake because they're a little bit thicker. The tips that I have for kind of staying shredded year round is, number one, it's gonna be tracking macros. So obviously you saw the full day of eating video if you're, you know, been on this channel a little bit. However, like I said, that was because I was training for triathlon at the time and I didn't have to track my calories. I just had to eat to make sure I could sustain a certain amount of weight. Moving into more of a bodybuilding style of prep, I am consistently tracking calories now to make sure that I'm eating relatively the same amount every day and hitting over 200 grams of protein and 300 grams of carbs daily, as well as 40 grams of fat. I'm still eating around 3,000 calories, but this is like, you know, just more tracked and stable, so I can really optimize everything for pure performance. Now, if you want to stay lean all year round, you're gonna have to do some form of cardio. So if you follow me because I do the hybrid style training, that's awesome. but at the same time, you know, you need to make sure you're still doing your cardio, running, swimming, biking, even just treadmill if that's what works best for you. But it's important you get your cardio in, because if you're not consistently doing cardio, one, your cardiovascular system is going to go to crap. Your heart isn't going to be as strong. It's, you know, very beneficial to do cardio as well, even if you're just a straight bodybuilder or powerlifter. Now, if you follow me because of aesthetics, physique, and bodybuilding, you need to be doing cardio. Like, that's how you stay lean year round. So you can track, you can eat more, and have an overall healthier lifestyle and physique being a natural bodybuilder while tracking calories, because it's important that you are doing these types of cardiovascular exercises to maintain good heart function, a lean and aesthetic physique, and to overall feel more mentally sharp throughout the day. If you're constantly bouncing around, eating different kind of meals every single day, it's just not going to be sustainable for you to have a frequent weight and stay lean year round, especially if things are not dialed in. So like, the biggest thing that you can do is download an app. I use Macro Factor. It's by Jeff Nippard. Very, very good app. And you can use that to kind of track all your macros and things like that. I created my own diet and meal plan, which, you know, I'll probably go in more depth in the next video, what I'm going to do, you know, on a daily basis with like my eating and routine. But you guys have to be doing cardio year round. That's 3 times per week. I would recommend 20 minutes minimum, just for the cardiovascular system, so you can get more calories in and stay lean. And if you can eat more calories, you're also gonna be able to put on more muscle, because you can add more protein, more fat, and more carbs throughout your diet, depending on how many calories you're burning and what kind of cardio that you're doing. Now, you don't want to do an insane amount of cardio, because extended cortisol over a certain period of time is not good for muscle growth. However, short bursts of cortisol are like completely fine. So you want to make sure that, you know, your endurance sessions are shorter than usual if you're wanting to stay lean year round but put on size and strength. So that's just kind of my opinion when it comes to keeping your size, maintaining your size, and staying lean year round. Another thing that you guys can do is have a consistent eating schedule. So you got to make sure when you wake up, you're having breakfast at the same time, dinner and lunch all at the same time, while following a proper circadian rhythm. So that's having a good night's sleep, waking up relatively at the same time, going to bed relatively at the same time, because that's going to help your body not store as much water. It's going to keep your cortisol low, and you're going to be in a routinely basis, so you're not going to have insane fluctuations in your physique. So it really just comes down to consistency in everything you're doing on a day-to-day basis in order to maintain the look that you want to get. Now, that sounds like a lot, but in reality, it's quite a normal thing. So if you're working a normal job, you got a 9 to 5, a desk, office, or construction type of job, maybe you're self-employed and you work from home, which is even better. You want to still make things consistent. So when I was working electrical, I would wake up at a certain time of the day, have my breakfast. I know exactly when my lunch is, and if I was hungry, I would always have the option to have a snack, made sure I eat after work, and then when I got home, had my training sessions and then dinner, and I was eating the same thing every single day while I was doing that job, in order to maintain the physique I have, stay lean, and still put on size. So for everyone else out there, students, construction workers, office desk workers, doesn't matter your profession, it's all about consistency and a routine that's going to build up over time. So those are just some tips that I have on how you can stay shredded year round, how you can stay lean, have the physique you want while putting on muscle and size, especially coming into this winter, but not pushing things too far, not pushing the envelope too far, not getting fluffy and fat, having to cut down. A lot of that's unnecessary. Like, main gaining and just kind of gaining with your weight as you go is ultimately the best thing that you can do, in my personal opinion, because you can just build on your physique as your weight increases, as opposed to doing these crazy bulks and cuts. Now, I am bulking just a little bit. I'm still lean, but I am bulking a little bit because I have been lifting weights for 6 years now. So for me, it requires more body weight, more mass to move mass, just because I am a lot more of an advanced lifter. But for anyone else, majority of people out there, main gaining or just a slight lean bulk is going to be the way to go. If you're interested in lean bulking, main gaining, wanting to stay shredded, or you just don't know where to start with your endurance and your physique, I'm going to have a coaching link in the description below. You can get coached by me. If you're not looking for something like that, I got the programs in the description below. And real quick before I go, I just wanted to give a shout out to Rise, my apparel sponsor. These guys honestly have the best clothing in the game. I wear their clothes pretty much anytime I go to the gym. Like today I had a Rise t-shirt on and a Rise hoodie. A lot of you guys have actually been asking me, what Rise shorts I have. So I'm actually gonna leave a link in the description to the exact shorts that I wear. They're the more performance line shorts from Rise, the 5-inch seam, really nice, snug around the leg. I wear them in all my running videos. So you guys can use code code Jordan at checkout, save yourself some money through the Rise Apparel there. But I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you soon.